So, all right, everyone, people in the class, welcome to the session and very good evening. Deepak, very good evening. Anuka, Anju, and Chandana, and Shravan, and Usharani, and Srividya, and Gaurav, and Gauri. Everyone in the class, welcome to the session. Soumya, good evening. People, what's up? How is everyone? What's going on? Guys, the August is about to end. What do you feel? The August, everyone, is about to end. What do you feel? Come on. I think a very difficult question. Those who are really working hard, you don't have to worry about which month is ending. You are anyways giving your best. This question, everyone in the class, was for people who I know are there sometime who are not able to give in their real best. They are not still have put in their real best effort. When you start to put in that effort, I won't ask you, how do you feel? And in the class, how many of you really think that, sir, there is some scope of additional effort which I think I can put? Come on. Come on. Soumya, unable to complete the targets. Okay, cool. But what do you feel, Soumya? Are you giving your best? Or you think that you can give more than how much you're giving? Gaurav, you feel. Hanuka, you feel. Garima, Riya, Chiranjeevi. Hmm. Have you given it a thought that what makes you not feel your, like, what makes you not give your best to it? Give that answer to me. What is making you to not give your best? Is it someone else, any external situation, or it is we ourselves who's restricting us to give our best? Come on. For how many of you think that, sir, in my case the situation is real and genuine, any external factor is not make allowing me to give in my real best? And for how many of you believe that, sir, it is me myself who is becoming a restriction or hindrance to the efforts that I want to make? Come on, Zaba, good evening. Because I remember as a student it was me only. I remember as a student, don't compare it, but I could study only for 8 to 9 hours a day. People, just 8 to 9 hours a day. And it is only after I cleared I realized that one should never literally compare the efforts. Everyone. Some people put in their 14 hours of a day, some people would be able to put in just 8 hours a day. Your brains have capacity. Each of our brains are designed to work in a different manner. Some people study more but keep it light. Some people study more and keep it intense, they have higher capacity. Some people study less but read it intensely so that they remember it for more, like they have to revise less number of time. Those who keep it less intense have to revise more number of time. Point is, such things you cannot compare. So first thing, sir, you don't have to compare yourself with anyone. However, you have to compare yourself with your past. Are you putting in? So you will obviously at the end of the day, you know that is there a scope of additional efforts you can put in. Never compare with your others, but with yourself, you would know that there's some scope of additional efforts, right? You will really struggle throughout these 4 months that, sir, I'm not able to meet my target, I'm facing this struggle, I'm having this discomfort, that discomfort. It is all fine, it is a part of journey. Accept that. If you feel that, what happens if I don't pass? Don't make it a problem to you. Call that problem, make it sit beside you and work hard. People, you didn't understand my point. Do you realize even if you study for 20 out of 24 hours, an impractical number I'm saying, even if you study for 20 out of 24 hours, you will continue to feel this pain of what if I fail? So that what if or any other kind of discomfort which makes you stressful or worried will continue to be there till the exam date. You can't run out of it. You have to accept it and let it be there. Let it be there. You are not the only one suffering from it. It is with respect to anything. Just because there is a risk that you may not be able to clear it, that would never mean that you change your plan or you stop to make the effort. You will continue to make the same effort anyway. So for those who take this unnecessary stress, unnecessary pressure of what happened, what will happen, let me tell you, for you I have a better solution. You guys rather stop to take that worry, call that fear, make him sit beside you and make him watch the efforts you are making. People, if you keep that stress aside, accept that fear and try to work hard so that you don't have to feel the pain of or the feel the regret, the vicious circle of regret you don't have to feel. It happened to me. Every day morning I feel that today I'm going to do this. In the evening I'm not able to do that. I feel that regret. Then next day again the same story. Then the next day again same story. So I started to realize that more than the fear or exam, more than the fear of exam or the pressure of exam, to me a bigger pain is this regret cycle. Have you been to that situation, everyone in the class, where more than the reality of exam is the problem of regret that we are not able to put in our best? Everyone in the class, come on. Have you been to that situation or do you face that situation? Come on. That trap is so bad. Like every day the same set of thoughts that I'm not giving my best. So a better way to deal, everyone in the class, please realize. First of all, those who are having this stress of what may happen in the exam, call that stretch, make him sit beside you and let it watch the efforts you are making. Your life will be sorted. And once you keep that stress aside, when you accept it, it stops to torture you, and then everyone in the class you are able to make that additional effort. And when you make that additional effort every day, let me tell you, we need to first of all win at effort level. At result level we will see it, but effort level, sir, let us make those efforts that we are at the end of the day not regretting. Not meeting a target is a different thing. You have to accept it, but not making that effort as much needed is our problem. We need to handle it. Are you please realizing it? You need to study for 10 hours a day to complete 200 pages. These are two different things. Are you studying for 10 hours a day? Is in your control. Could you complete 200 pages per day? That is a different problem, everyone. We will figure it out. Are you realizing? So once you start to make your day satisfying, at least you will come out of that trap of just regretting and complaining and the cycle in which we are lost. Come on. Then we will figure out that, sir, despite putting in this much effort, where do I land? Then we will be able to figure out now what should the plan be. Should I modify my revision techniques? Should I modify that or modify this? But at least with putting the efforts, the stress which was earlier torturing you will torture you less, because in yourself you will not find any negative. When will you feel tortured? When you have anything lacking in you. If nothing is lacking in you, if you are putting in the efforts as much as needed, forget the target. That is the second part to be handled. But if you are putting the efforts as much as needed, the torture won't be able to torture you, is my point. Are you please understanding? So the only way to keep yourself happy and settled and satisfied in the moment is to put in the effort every day consistently. Are you realizing it, everyone in the class? And for that you don't need any motivation. You should be driven in the moment. We have just 2 hours, 2 months to give in our everything, and that those 2 months if can change my result and my life, as I say, I will really put in my everything to it. Every possible effort I should be ready to put into that, sir, whether now that gives me discomfort, that gives me distress, like stress, that gives me fear, all that is acceptable. I'm asking you to first pass in making the effort. Other things, accept it. It is a part. Not just you are feeling, everyone feels. So let that fear remain. Accept that what if I fail? We will see if I fail. But today I don't want to fail in making my effort. At the end of the day, I should be satisfied when I go to the bed is my point. What happens to the result is acceptable. Are you realizing, everyone? I don't know if I could convey to you or not. What do you say, people in the class? I'm also scared if I put so much more than right now, I might get tired right before exam and don't manage energy left. Anju, C. You have to realize, Anju, that your life, everyone in the Anju, your life at this point should be balanced. If you are putting, so for example, 12 hours, and when you think that it really consumes you so badly that at the end, rather than satisfaction, it is a trouble to me that okay, I had to put in my everything and this is not fair and that is not fair. If that is the situation, you should not. First of all, you should try to explain that you've chosen a profession where the things are not going to be smooth. So accept that unsmoothness first of all. And despite if you think that, sir, these extra efforts is disturbing me, so it's fine, you reduce down one effort down and invest that time to keep your life, balanced. Somehow you'll have to find a zone of entertainment to you. Best go out, go for a walk, do such things, talk to people, meet someone that is needed in the moment. Are you please realizing? Ved, again, as I said, I cannot justify effective 8 9 is better or ineffective 12. Ideally, one should do effective 8 9. But again, I am no one to generalize it. Everyone has his own way of doing. Someone, like, we have people who are not able to study at a stretch of more than, say, 1 hour. I was one of them. So after every hour, if I take a 15-20 minute break, I realize that by the end of the day, I have really consumed a lot of my time, whereas the output is just 8 hours. That was an unfortunate part with me because my consistency had a problem. If your consistency is good, you may simply decide a slot of 3 hours each. The rest of the day is yours. Enjoy it the way you want you enjoy it. Are you realizing, Ved? Just that on your desk when you sit, there should not even be a single distraction. We have to not count the hours we put. We have to literally count the efforts we put. Are you realizing? Sitting on the desk and scrolling the phone doesn't make sense. How much genuine hours have you put in is what matters. Anuka, I don't feel stuck. I'm distracted by many ways, not giving enough time. So, Anuka, in your case, either we have not touched the reality that the exams are close. I want you to touch the reality and have that fear and accept it. Because in this case, if you don't face the reality, maybe we are in the world of ignorance, which should not be the case. It will resist you from putting in the best efforts, right? But you should at the same time realize, one second, where is your message? Now, distraction, as I said, you will have to handle. Otherwise, as you go closer, the regret cycle become worse. The point is that 2 months for us, it is for the first time we have started this power batch this early. We still have sufficient of time to make sure we are just, for those who are appearing from single group, 2 months for 3 subjects more than sufficient. People, let me tell you, earlier we used to have 8 subjects and not even a single subject open book. 8 subjects, all the content to be there was supposed to be there in our brains, right? If you have to appear for both groups, can you imagine the content of 8 subjects to be stored in the brain? You have to please realize that at this point where you stand, it is executable, very, very well executable to appear for a single group and crack it with proper preparation planning strategy, provided you want to do it. And when I say you want to do it, you don't have to say it in words. See, you can't be, have you heard that word doglapan? Have you heard that word doglapan? English people, you may not be able to connect. But Hindi people, do you know what is doglapan? At this moment, I will say that no, I want to clear it. And when it comes to making that effort to clear it, I don't make it. So come on, you're faking yourself. When you say you want to do it, it should reflect in your words as well as in action. Only in words is of no sense. Come on, please. You're just faking yourself. Are you please realizing? Double standard, you say Garima, whatever. But you got the example, everyone. When you say I want to pass it, right from your words to your actions to determination, everywhere it will reflect. If it is not, then you don't want it. You just say you want it. Come on. Is the point I want to tell you. Yeah. When I sit with one subject's thoughts of another stress me. Make me reschedule my plans often. Sangeeta, after so long I've been seeing you. You will have to literally settle down, Sangeeta, with it. That if it is stressing me, not that there is an urgency to handle the thing right now in the moment. Na? You'll have to calm down. That is it something you'll have to handle in the moment itself. If you don't change the plan or think about the other subject, you will lose it right away. Obviously, no. Which means first complete whatever you are studying and then go to whatever set of things you want to think. Are you realizing? We sometime unknowingly, the brain sometime unknowingly finds out the way to avoid studying. If I want to study, randomly I get a thought of replan my thing, I will start to replan. Whereas you have a clear-cut understanding that at this moment there is no immediate need of replanning, I can use the next 2 hours to study and then replan it. Unknowingly your brain will find the ways to resist, to avoid studying, which is the problem, right? So please, first of all, make yourself realize that for the next 2 months, this is what the life is. You cannot run away of it. Acceptance at this point where you stand is the best way to deal with anything. Even if it is that fear, discomfort, stress, accept it. That it will remain. You're not appearing for the exam of BCom or 11, 12 that you have to, take it obviously easy. It is the process. You are a part of it. You have to go through this process of grinding. And accept that grinding, accept that pain, it is fine. But in this process of grinding, make sure that the grinding is happening in such a way that you feel the pain is fine, but you are at the same time preparing yourself to shine one day. The worst part is you are getting grinded every day and you don't prepare yourself to shine on that day. The worst part. That should not happen. Grinding is accepted provided someone tells me that if you get grinded for 10 hours every day, on that day you will shine, and I'm ready to grind in that case. You have chosen it. You've chosen it. Cool. People in the class, come on. So a gentle reminder that you have a lot of time left now. If you can be fair and consistent with yourself now, you can really make it. Again, a chance you have. By chance you felt negative, then I want to bring that positivity to you that you have not lost it all. We are still in a safe zone to restart the preparation, do our best, and score really good marks in the exams which are coming. Are you understanding? Everyone in the class, please.